When I think of an Assassin's Creed game, I always think about how am I gonna sneak past these people to be able to get the objective, or to find a way to just stealthily take them out so I can be able to easily get the thing I need to get. Well, in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it pretty much throws all that shit out the window. Not once while I was playing this game did I ever had an opportunity where I was like, yes, I should be sneaking. Yeah, I should be trying to figure out how to like get around something, an object or whatever. Oh, and then there's also the cash shop. I mean, that's pretty damn ridiculous for you to put that in there and think that it was okay. And it's pretty obvious from the start of the game that you notice that the game is epically grindy. Like, it's grindy to the point where it made me not even want to play this game. And I spent more time trying to figure out how to get cheats for the game so I can get past all the bullshit. So before I go off with all that stuff, I just need to talk about a little bit about the story. The story is nothing that's going to blow your socks off, and there's nothing really new here. A lot of it is very predictable, and the characters are just very underwhelming and don't really even give me any sense of like I care for the characters. Even the little girl, like I really didn't care. Like, pretty much the only one that kept my attention, and it's only because they're the main characters, is Cassandra and Alexos. Those are the only ones that actually kept my attention. But if they weren't the main characters of the game, I probably wouldn't care about them either. The biggest downside with the storytelling and just the overall voice work of the characters in the game, they have this fake accent going on the entire time, and it just kind of breaks the feeling.
Well, perhaps the gods themselves will have their revenge.
It seems like they tried really hard to like imitate, so everything is just it's just a roll of the tongue. Roll the tongue with everything he's saying, because this is the way that people talk. If they're not gonna talk in Greece, but they're trying to talk in English though. Like, it sounds weird. I avoided pretty much all the side quests in the game because a lot of it was just basic fetch quests. It felt a lot like a massively multiplayer game. Like if I was playing like Warcraft or like Elder Scrolls Online or something. And even Elder Scrolls Online had a lot more good storytelling in it versus this game, because the side quests just it's always like, hey, go get something for me. Hey, I need you to go get this thing out of a fortress or whatever. It's all the same thing every single time. As far as gameplay goes, I did touch base a little bit about it, but the biggest issue about this game is that it really does not feel like an Assassin's Creed game. Like I said before, pretty much this game could have been a standalone title for Ubisoft. They didn't need to throw the Assassin's Creed name on it. They could have just called this Odyssey, you know, because it doesn't feel like a true Assassin's Creed title. But they just kind of sprinkled in some Assassin's Creed stuff just to make you feel like it's still the same game, just so you can buy it. Because, I mean, come on. Realistically, they throw the Assassin's Creed name and you're going to go buy it because you're going to be familiar with that name. And then I guess that's why they threw in the microtransactions, because they figured, hey, let's make the game as grindy as possible. That way the player is forced to go onto the cash shop and spend some money to get XP boosters and to get materials faster, because God forbid that somebody wants to play a game for fun these days, right? That's why they do these things, because they're trying to get some extra money off of you. I found a way around it, because I always do. There's cheat trainers on the PC version. There's cheat trainers even on the PS4 version. I got this thing called Save Wizard, and I bought it mainly for this game because I got tired of playing this game without all the content unlocked. Because there's a lot of the content, especially the main quest line, that stops you completely in your tracks, and you have to do the side quests in order to level up. And like I said, the side quests are just boring and tedious. So it made me not want to do it. And there's no actual way to grind out XP. It's not like you can go and farm and kill a bunch of, you know, regular mobs in the area just to get some XP. You don't get XP that way. You only get it by finishing quests. So it was very boring and slow, and and it made me just want to rush to the end because I just wanted to see where the main story was going. Another thing that really bothered me about the gameplay is that they really took a step back when it came to the ship battles. If you look back at Assassin's Creed Black Flag and you compare that directly to this game, it took a huge step back. It's missing a lot of awesome elements that Black Flag had. They could have easily just copy pasted it into this game and added a little bit more, and it would have been so awesome. I just got to list off some of the things that Black Flag had over this game. Spear fishing. You can attack from all directions from the ship. You can throw barrels from the back. You can shoot the cannons from the front. When you boarded a ship and you killed enough of the enemies, they actually surrender. Whereas in this game, you literally just have to kill them all. You loot the chest and then you leave. Like there's no like surrendering or anything. You don't have an option of taking over the ship. So there's a lot of things that this game just took a step backwards and kind of just shoved it under the rug. Like, you know, like we weren't going to notice. It's pretty crazy. It was more attention to detail when it came to Black Flag versus this game. And there was a lot of missed opportunities. When I looked at the bounty system is actually pretty cool. It's a nice concept, even though it's copy paste from that Lord of the Rings game. What they could have done to make this a lot more fun, which I thought they were going to do back in the day when I originally saw it in the E3 trailers, I thought they were going to throw in some PvP. And it would have been so awesome to be able to have that bounty system actually be a PvP system, similar to how Watch Dogs 2 works. And this is another Ubisoft game. So it's like they already had these elements in other games. Why couldn't they just copy paste it? When it comes to combat in the game, it is a little bit more robust. There's a lot more to do. You got a heavy attack, light attack, you got combos, you got ways to, you know, do extra moves and stuff like that as far as like the abilities and everything. But it makes this feel more like a massively multiplayer game when they did it the way they did, because it's all related to your gear. So you need to have the best gear possible. If you have a weapon that does fire damage on top of 10% to hunter and whatever else, that means you're going to be doing significantly more damage than a weapon that you would have got when you first started. So it turns this game into like a hardcore MMO. The climbing system in this game is pretty fun. Like it reminds me a lot of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So it's like you can easily just climb up walls and stuff. There's no, you know, stamina meter or anything. So it makes it a little bit more fun, because that was one thing I didn't like about Breath of the Wild, was just running out of stamina. So it's cool that it's not like that in this game. But at the same time, it kind of ruins the feel of an old original Assassin's Creed game where there was almost like a puzzle to figure out how to climb a wall. You know what I mean? In this game, it's just literally just hold forward and you just press X or whatever the hell it is to climb. So it's like just nonstop, just watching them climb, and there's no actual like puzzle solving to it. It doesn't make it feel like you can interact with the climbing. Like it just climbs and that's it. So that's the only downside with it. Again, I think about PvP potential. It would have been so awesome for this game to have multiplayer as like Watch Dogs 2, where you could easily, while you're out venturing in your world, people can come in and do little events out in the sea, maybe bounty hunting because they were killing too many pirates out at sea or something. You know what I mean? There could have been so many opportunities for awesome PvP in this game, especially with the bounty system. It would have been so awesome. I'm really hoping that in the future we really do get that Blood and Bones, or whatever that game was called, that they were working on. I'm really hoping that turns into the game that I'm dreaming of right now, which is basically Black Flag but online. You know what I mean? But until then, I don't know. I guess they're just gonna drop the ball over and over with every Assassin's Creed game, which this is why I'm not excited about Valhalla at all, because I feel like they're just gonna do the same problems that they had in this game and just put it right back into this one. So unless they add multiplayer, I'm not gonna get it at all. So overall, I don't think this game is worth getting. The only thing that's really nice about it is that the graphics are beautiful. You can definitely see some awesome stuff. Flying the bird around and stuff to kind of like get targets and things like that is pretty cool. It's a nice concept. But other than that, There's really nothing spectacular about this game. A lot of open world nothing, and I have no reason to play this game ever again. I already uninstalled it. I'm probably never gonna play it again. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 just because I had a little bit of fun, but it's such a mediocre experience overall that I just cannot recommend this game. Go play Black Flag instead. It's easily the best Assassin's Creed game. Go play that one. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.